Now let us go to question number 11, which is a question based on the model which we have just seen. As per the rules followed in the above steps, find out in each of the following questions the appropriate steps for the given input. Question number 11 says, it is giving one input: buy, win, task 52, 38, 43, door 12. This input is given, and then we are asked the question, which of the following will be step 4? That is the question that is asked. Now let us see the working. Input is BW T52 3843 D12. BWT 52 3843 3843 D12. Now what is the question? Question number 11 is asking us to find out what will be step 4. What is step 4? That is the question. We shall not lose sight of the question, otherwise we will be running haywire. So what is step 4? We shall calculate step 1. What should come? The biggest in number should come first. 52. So B, underline it, B, W, T, 38, 43, D, 12. We have to just shift. So step 2. Step 2 is inherit this 52. Then the lowest in the alphabet. Which is the lowest in the alphabet? B, W, T, D. So B is already there. Therefore, you should write B here. It is one of the secrets of this mission that when an option falls by itself, it shall not be added as a step. This is not given anywhere in any book. But this rule is followed in all the sequential output mission problems. Please remember, if a step falls by itself, it shall not be counted as a step. Very, very important. There may be it is possible to argue both ways. It is only a mission. As far as it is concerned, it will put this, it has taken this step, therefore it must be counted as a step. So you can also say B, it is already there, there is no need to put it, therefore it need not be counted as a step. Both ways you can argue it. But you should remember, when a step falls by itself, then it shall not be counted. This is a very important rule, hidden rule, nobody is telling you. No book is mentioning it so openly and candidly as I am telling you. If it is falling by itself, it shall not be counted as a step. Therefore, it is not a step. Then, what should come after B? A number which is lower than 52. So, 43 is the number which is lower than 52. 43. Then we go by W, T, 38, D, 12. Now, step 3. We shall inherit whatever we have done, 52, B, 43. It is where this underlining will make you. Even though we are in step 3, we have already changed 3 variables. Because B, just in step 2, B has fallen by itself. Then what should come here? An alphabet higher than B. Which is the alphabet higher than B? D. D will come here. Then W, T, 38, 12. We have changed D. So step 4, 52, B, 43, D, simply inherit. Then after D, what should come? The number lower than 43, it is 38. 38 WT12. This is step 4. B43, 52B43, D38, WT12. This is step 4. Let us see the answer. Now for this question, the answer is option 3, 52B43, D38. The working is also given below so that you can see it for yourself. So the answer is option 3. Let us look at the next question, question number 12, in which we are given a different set of input of words and numbers. Input is home, turf, 39, 24, 86, 44, roll over. What is the question? The question is, for the above input, which of the following will be the last step? So we have to find out which will be the last step. Let us see the working. Input is home, turf, 39, 24, 86. 44, roll over. RO. Always O write like this so that you won't mistake it for 0. Sometimes we confuse between O and 0, you know. So we won't do that. Now what is the question? We have to find out how many, which will be the last step. What is the last step? That is the question. Now let us go to step 1. What is step 1? The highest number. What is the highest number? 86 is the highest number. So 86 you write. And then now we have arranged a shift. H, T, 39, 24, 44, R, O. So step 2. Inherit 86. Next what should be the here? The alphabet which is the lowest. Which is the alphabet lowest? H, T, R, O. Now H is the alphabet which is the lowest. So a step has fallen by itself and therefore you simply write it here. It shall not be counted as a step. Then next must be a number. Which is the number? Next number. Now H we have already taken. And what should be the number? The number is 44. 44, T, 39, 24, R, O. Now we can go on like this and find out how many steps are there. Or we can use our intelligence and short circuit the answer. Now please, now you have seen the working of this machine. If there are 8 variables, the maximum number of steps required to rearrange them is 7. In this machine, the maximum number of steps required is 7. Now, if a step falls by itself, then to that extent one step will be reduced. Now here, how many variables are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 variables are there. The maximum number of steps is only 7. And one step has fallen by itself. Therefore, the maximum number of steps can be 6 or lower than that. Suppose further down one step may fall. In that case, the number of steps will get reduced. But the maximum number of steps at this stage we know is only 6. Now let us look at the options. The options for answer are option 1 is 10, option 2 is 9, option 3 is 8. All the three are obviously wrong. Because 8 variables are there means the maximum number of steps will be only 7. Therefore, the first 3 options are patently wrong. It cannot be. Now the next is 7 and 6. Option number 4 is 7 and option number 5 is 6. Either one of them can be the answer. Now when we come to the second step, H has fallen by itself, therefore one step is reduced. Therefore the total number of steps at this stage can be 6. Now the option given are, the first 3 are not valid, therefore it is removed. Then 4 and 5, the correct one is 5. There can only be 6 steps. Now suppose if any of the option is given as none of these, then you have no other go. You will have to continue all the steps and find out what is the correct answer. In the absence of this dangerous option called none of these, then and when it is definitely given, the option has to be either 7 or 6. We know we have stepped 1 when we marked H, and therefore the total number of steps must be only 6. Without further any working, you will be able to come to the conclusion the answer is option 5, 6 steps. Now let us look into the next question. Question number 13. What is this question? This question gives step 2 of an input. It's a different input. The step 2 of an input is given 94, car, 86, window, shut, 52, 31, house. What is the question? The question says, which of the following is definitely the input? So they give various options. Option 1, 2, 3, 4. Then 4 cannot be determined and 5 none of these. Now let us see the working, which will clarify this point. So question number 13. What is it asking? What is the input? What is the input? That is the question. Input we do not know. It is given step 1. We do not know. Only step 2 is given. What is step 2? 94, C 86, W shut, 52, 31, house H. Now we are given this second step and we are asked, second step means this has been moved, this has been moved. These two variables have been moved to this place. From where? We do not know. Now unless we know from where they are moved, in this question you have to look carefully. Unless we know from where they are moved, we cannot arrive at the input. How do we know? 94 could have been here, 94 could have been here, and we could have rounded it off and moved it here. C could have been here, C could have been here, anywhere it could have been here. So how do we know from where it was moved? By no stretch of imagination, we can say from where these variables were moved. And we do not know what is the input. The question is giving us a small clue. What is the question asking? Which of the following is definitely the input? They give you a clue. Which is definitely the input. We do not know from where C was moved, from where 94 was moved, and therefore nobody can say what is the input definitely. In this wonderful machine, sequential output machine, you can only work forward. You can never go backward. Even one step you cannot go backward until definitely this was the earlier step or this was the input. These questions are repeatedly being asked. Wherever these questions are asked, there will definitely be an answer. One of the answer will be cannot be determined. If the sequential output machine asks to go back and find out what was the input, you need not waste your time doing calculations and all. Look at the options. There will be one option. Option 4 cannot be determined. Simply choose it. and go to the next question. This is one of the tricks of the sequential output machine. By just looking at it, you know the answer is cannot be determined. You can go to the next question. Now let us go to the next question. Question number 14. What is question number 14? Step 4 of an input is 58 box 47 due 15 21 town plot. Which of the following step will be the last but one? Let us see the working. Which will be the last but one? What is step 4? Some inputs are given. 58 box 47 due 1521 T and P. What will be the last but one? Which step will be the last but one? What are the options given? The options given are option 1 is 7, option 2 is 6, option 3 is 8, option 4 is 9, option 5 is 10. Now there are 8 variables. So what can be the maximum number of what is the maximum number of steps required? Maximum number of steps is 7. The maximum is 7. So all other options like 8, 9, 10, they are obviously wrong. You can eliminate them. Now what is the question? The question is asking what is last but one step. Now the last step maximum can be 7. Last but one means one step before the last. If there are 10 people standing in a queue, who is the last but one? The 9th man is the last but one. Therefore the last step should be lower than 7. Here what is the last step? 6 is here. So this cannot be the last but one. This must be the last but one. Suppose in this is given none of these or 4, 3, some other number lower than 6, then you can say that they can be the answer. You should have to do the full working, then only find the answer. Here, by looking at the option, you can eliminate all the wrong answers. The only option that is correct is 6. 6 has to be the last but one, because only there are 2 correct answers. One is 6 and the other is 7. The total number of steps required is 7, so 7 cannot be the answer. So the only correct answer is 6. For question number 14, the correct answer is 2. Let us see the answer. This is how we intelligently save time. Instead of wasting and doing the calculations, by looking at the option you can eliminate the wrong answers and arrive at. For question number 14, the correct answer is 2, 6. Now let us look at the next question. Question number 15, which is again based on the same model we have seen. Step 2 of an input is given. Step 2, 76, ask 12, 32, begin over, join 42. How many more steps will be required to complete? 4, 5, 6, 3, none of these. So the dangerous option, none of these is there. So you cannot make any kind of short circuiting of the answers and find out the answers. You will have to do the working. Let us see the working. 76A, 1232, B, O. This is not 0, O. J, 42. Right. Now, what is the question? How many more steps will be required? How many more steps? Step 3. Now, 2, 76 and A, they are already done. So, we will inherit it. 76 and A inherited. Then the next number should be number lower than 76. It is 42. 42 right here, underline it. 12, 32, B, O, J. Step 3. Step 4. You inherited 76 and A, and 42 inherited. And what should come here? An alphabet bigger than A. It is B. So B, 12, 32, O, J. This is step 4. Step 5 is, let us inherit 76A, 42B inherited. Then number lower than 42, it is 32. 32, 12, O, J. So this is step 5. Step 6. We shall inherit whatever we have done. 76A, 42B, 32. Up to this it is inherited. Then after B, what should come? J. Then automatically 12 and O. So this is the last step. So we are in step 2. How many more steps are required? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 more steps are required to complete this arrangement. This we have to only do and find out. There is no shortcut for this. Actually we have to do this. And you need not do in this manner, wasting time drawing columns and table and all. You can do it as a kind of rough work which will not take so much time. So the answer for this question is 4. We need 4 more steps to rearrange. The answer for question number 15 is option 1, 4.